Hi folks, lots of information to tell you. Thank you for joining me here at the Carver's Woodshop. I'm speaking to you from Honeybrook, Pennsylvania in my camper studio. This is where I conduct my classes, my private instruction, wood carving instruction, and also this is where I have my little retail shop open up the Saturdays before Christmas. So let me run down some of the things going on, some of the new things that are happening, and that I'm kind of excited about, and I think it will work out really well. You know, a lot of things that I do are trial and error. Some things I keep from year to year, do the same way, and other things I change. And last year I was open a little bit longer for the Christmas season, and I thought it wasn't what I expected it to be, so I flipped it around a little bit. And so the retail portion of it, which is the Christmas, you know, where I flip this into not a teaching studio, but more into a Christmas retail thing, with the things behind me filled with carvings, and I've done a lot of carvings this year. I worked a lot of nights getting these carvings done, which I did with great delight, by the way. But these things, you know, the whole shop will be decorated and such, and laid out that I can watch people come up. And I have a big tent I'm going to put out as a walkway for folks to know that I'm open on Saturdays and to draw people in. So that's the new thing that I have coming up, is going to be open those 4 Saturdays, and also a couple of Friday nights and a few nights right before Christmas. So I'll have some evening hours and such, but on Saturdays it'll be from 8 until 5 o'clock, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at night. The other thing I want to share with you is the experiment of doing classes. Now earlier this year, last winter, in January and February, the weather was so incredibly horrible here that I had several times I've tried to put a class together and the weather was just unpredictable and just a mess. And I can't blame people. I don't want to drive far either if the weather's bad, so I try to reschedule it, and it's hard to find a time when 5 or 6 people can collectively find the same time to take a class. This year I decided to do something a little different. We're going to have a fall session and a winter session. What I mean by that is 4 weeks, 4 Saturdays that you can pick from to take a class. Now these classes, I have a beginner's class, which is the pine cone class. I always do that as a beginner's class, which seems to work really well. But that one's coming up. So 4 weeks prior to Thanksgiving is my fall session. So it's the 4 weeks, 4 Saturdays in November that I'm going to kind of dedicate to doing classes, and that's my fall session, which would be the pine cone for the beginners, the long-legged Santa. We just did that one this past week. We have the honey bear project that's coming up in 2 weeks, and the last week right before Thanksgiving it will be an ornament of the Santa head with a spiral hat. So that's what's scheduled this time. I have January, the winter session will be January 17th, and then I will add 3 more classes that haven't been determined yet, because I'm going to try to mix it up. So if you want to do something in the fall, and again you want something different in the winter, that I'll have different projects going for both. But sorry to tell you, the beginner's class is full. So the next beginner's class will be January 17th of 2015. So if you're interested and you're a beginner and you want to take a class here to learn how to carve, that is an excellent, really a good class to take. And I want to, if you're interested, please contact me, because you'll have to buy your tools, and I'll make that available for you. I don't sell the tools, I buy the tools from someone else and have them here, so we're all on the same page when it comes to carving, and our tools will all be sharp and ready to go. So that was my plan there. The other thing that I'm also doing this year is private instruction and making gift certificates available. The gift certificates are going to be coming probably late next week. And then if you won't know somebody that's interested, you know, you're thinking of what can you give somebody that's got everything and you think they might enjoy this, you may want to buy a gift certificate for them. And we'll set them up with the tools and everything else. They can use it towards a class, and that's what they're designed for. If they don't really want to do the class, but they still want to learn, they want to do private instruction, they can do it to private instruction. Now, how the private instruction works is I had a price for a full day for one person, but a lot of people I find it hard to put a whole day into it, or because of physical limitations they can't be in a class all day long. So what I've designed and what has worked well is a 2.5-hour session, and how I charge for that, it's $30 for the first 2.5 hours. If you bring someone else with you, it's half price for the second person that comes with you, so it comes out to $45 for two to do 2.5 hours worth of instruction. And you can do it every week, you can do it every other week. The two people I'm doing now, they're coming every other week. That way they have time to do something at home and practice, and if they have questions they can come back and ask the questions, and we can paint it here to show them how to paint it, so you know it can be tailored to what you need. Alright, so that's most of all the information I wanted to tell you. I know that was a lot crammed into a few minutes here on YouTube, but if you're interested in any of the classes, the gift certificates, the classes, or if you have any questions about regarding what I've shared with you today, hours that I might be open, if you're in the area, please stop in and see us. It would be great to have some people here to stop in. Call me at 484-364-0471, or you can email me by sending it to the just carverswoodshop@yahoo.com. Alright folks, thanks so much. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving coming up in a few weeks, and you know, a great Christmas season coming up and a holiday season. Alright, take care folks, and hope to see many of you in the future. Bye bye.